3.19 1. Chris.
I took this photo last year when I was in Uganda. I was there working for 3 weeks with a charity, and before going back to London, the two friends I was working with and I decided to go and see the mountain gorillas, which live in the rainforest on the border of Uganda. On the day of the trek, I was feeling very nervous because I wasn't sure whether I would manage it. I'm not very fit, and we basically had to walk up the mountain in the rainforest until we found the gorillas, which could take as long as 5 or 6 hours. Luckily, after 2 hours, just when I was wondering if I could carry on, we found them. The first gorilla we saw was this silverback, which is the large dominant male in the group. I couldn't believe my eyes. He was so close, only about a couple of meters away. I'll never forget that moment. We stayed with the gorillas for an hour and then walked back down again. I love this photo because it reminds me of that moment, how proud and relieved I was to have got there, and probably the most amazing wildlife experience I've ever had. I keep it on my computer as my desktop background, and when I'm sitting working in rainy England, it reminds me of another world.
2. Tom.
So I took this photo in Australia when I was visiting my girlfriend Roz. She was studying out there for a year. It was taken in Byron Bay, which is the most easterly point of the Australian mainland. We were out walking along the beach, and in Byron, when the sun sets, it's a really special occasion. Lots of people go out onto the beach and watch the sun set over the bay. And so I took this photo just as the sun was setting. I really like the photo because I have some great memories of Byron Bay in Australia, because I've been there before on my own and I was really glad to go there with Roz. It was a really happy time of my life and we were having a lovely holiday. And I like that you can see the silhouettes of people on the sand and in the water, and I love the way the light comes off the sea and sand. It's one of several photos actually from that trip that we printed, and it's in a frame on a wall in our house.
3. Kate.
This is a photo I really like. Me and my partner, David, were staying with friends who live on the edge of Dartmoor, a really wild and beautiful place in Devon, in the southwest of the UK. We had a big lunch, and then we all decided to walk up to the top of the hill behind their house. The weather wasn't very good on most of the walk. In fact, at one point it rained quite hard, but when we got to the top, the sun came out and there was a glorious blue sky, and we could see the most fantastic view of the countryside. We asked another walker up there to take the photo for us. That's me and David in the middle, in red and green, with our little black dog. I like this photo because it's so colourful and we all look really happy. It was just a lovely, memorable day. I have the photo on my phone and my iPad. At the moment, it's my Facebook profile photo.